Thank you. There's a suggestion that the title should be specifically stated as Manila Declaration for Action on Gender. One moment, please. Also, yes, Manila Declaration, not Manila Appeal. Manila Declaration for a Global Action on Gender in Climate Change. There's also another request or suggestion. Yes, the title, about the title. If we have Hyogo Framework for Action, if we have Kyoto Protocol, why don't we have Makati Declaration, since we are doing it here in Makati? Makati Declaration for a Global Action in Gender and Climate Change.
Any other suggestion? Any suggestion on the title?
Can we call on, here. Any reactions to that proposal? Yes, please, Angela.
So I think we should rather, because we are calling to action, so a declaration, it's a question, are we the state parties who can make declarations in that sense? So I think we should really say, what do we want? And it's a call to action, I believe. So I would rather support Manila call to action. Appeal appears to be very weak.
There's a sentiment here that the word appeal is too weak.
So there's one more here.
So can we finalize it?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, thank you. At our table, we discussed that it was important to be as encompassing as possible, since this is a global conference, and that the word equality was too limiting and disaster risk reduction is too limiting, but we have been discussing is the issues of gender and climate change. So we support the idea of the Manila Declaration for a Global Action in Gender and Climate Change. We also talked about the word Makati, but we understand that at a global level, Manila is a more recognized place than a particular city.
Thank you very much. I think I go to like what Angela was saying, because we are representing here not as the formal delegates from our own countries and politics background. So I prefer to say it is a call to action instead, because when we mention declaration, what are we? In the other case, when we go back home, who are you? We don't represent you to come and make declaration. So I think it's better, call to action. It's better, I think, because we need an action now. Thank you.
The people in the desk, can you put together those two? Because one is, who is doing the...
Jetty will do it.
Can you put on the screen the changes?
Jetty? Where's Jetty?
There are two suggestions.
I-manage mo yung floor, ako mag-ano.
Can we come to a decision on the title, if that's possible?
Because we cannot spend too much time on here because...
Here there are some more, Lucy? I don't know. Okay.
Yes, Remy will be managing the floor. I'll just check this out.
Okay.
I think from the Pacific that we would prefer that if there's going to be a call for action or a declaration, that it should reflect the title of the Congress, which is Gender, Climate Change, Adaptation, and Disaster Risk Reduction.
Okay. Because we did not discuss gender equality, yeah? Are you changing it so we can see it? Just put together the two. Come on, please.
Yeah, Manila call to action. Suggestion is Manila call to action. to action.
Can I just remind you that last week there was the Manila call to action being approved by the parliamentarians. So we should look for another title, but they didn't use officially declarations, so that's why declarations may be better.
So the people who are for call to action, so that our paper, the comment is so that our paper is a bit different from the parliamentarians which met 2 days before. So it's still, instead, Manila Declaration.
What is the pleasure of the body? Taking into account the comments thus far, do you want Manila call to action or Manila Declaration? That part at least let's settle. Manila?
Just to help, maybe we can justify why do we have to say declaration. When we say declaration, we mean it, we want it. When we say we call, we are still appealing. So we would like to assert our voices here.
Okay.
So we would like to say declaration, we declare this.
Can I explain what the problem was? Last week, the parliamentarians had the Manila call to action, call for action on gender and climate change. So we were looking for an alternative title. So if somebody has an alternative which reflects that action-oriented appeal, that would be very helpful. But just one suggestion, please.
Can I repeat the first